Hey there, lads and lasses. This here, of course, is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Wednesday morning. It is a little bit past 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that can only mean that it is time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Happy Friday, everyone. Slancha. I'm not drinking Guinness this morning. I am drinking coffee, but it does have a wee bit of the Carolyn's Irish cream in it. So be it. Okay, let us log on into the server. We have 3 buffoons in the server currently. Shut Mountain, Dora, and Skip. Good to see Skip in there. All right, let's switch on over to the display scene. There we are. Let's log on in. Here we are in the shopping district. And the chunks are loading in. Of course, let us make certain that our status is set. We are streaming. Oh, Skip's out. And Shut is out as well. Okay. Okay, Dora's still in here. Oh, yeah. So there is the Drost Shopping District Tower with its portal all in place. Gaston up there. And a little bit of the path work has been done. And you know what? I've been spending a lot of time here. Oh, by the way, this has not been decorated yet. I'm thinking maybe OPG might want to do that. I did hit him up on it, and I don't know if he's accepted the task yet or not, if he's up for it or not. If he is, great. He's much better at decorating than I am. If not, I'll just do it myself. It'll be fine. But maybe I can work with something else with OPG. But yeah, so we have gas docking up there, and, you know, we have a bubble vader inside, and, you know, we have a speed 2 beacon atop there and stuff. So let's just take a quick look around. We will review the shopping district and what's been going on here. And then, you know what? I think we should head on back to our base and do a little work on our base. We definitely need that. Buffoon Skies will be starting very, very soon. And, you know, I think I really want to get as much done on my base before Buffoon Skies starts. Buffoon Skies will last for 6 weeks. Starting February 28th is the launch day. I'm not exactly sure what the time is, but you can check in the let me see in the chat here. Let me do the BC Discord. Like, oh darn. Okay, wrong thing. That's over here. Exclamation point. BC Discord. There you go. You should see the invite up there for the Buffooncraft Discord. You can, if you're not already a member of that, please consider joining, and you can keep up to date with all things of Buffooncraft in there. Again, Buffoon Skies, our Buffooncraft limited series, will be launching February 28th. Again, I'm not sure what time, but Supernova Relic has been working very, very hard on Buffoon Skies. So I think you will all be blown away. The trailer is already out. Again, that's in our Discord. You can click on the link there and go check that out. Be prepared. Stand back. Hold on to something. Buffoon Skies is going to be unbelievable. So I figure we'll go back and we'll start gathering resources to work on our base a little bit today. And okay, let's do some of that. Let's see. How do I with the? Okay, Bob. Let's get over there. We have gotten a lot of snow here in Southern California. The mountain range is completely white. right now. So cool. So very, very cool. We need to return Gaston back to the Drost residence. Yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of streams. We could do a little more decoration around the grounds. You can see where I relayed the path here. We need to update the block palette a little bit there, but this I'm leaving pretty much untouched just in case OPG might want to do something with it. And we'll come back over here and we'll do a little bit more on the shopping district. We have a little bit more path work to put into place. We need some roads in the cardinal directions, and then we need some sort of perimeter road all the way around. Then we need to build a shop. Yeah, so there's that too. All right, there's FV. Okay. Welcome on in. Let's do the sleeping thing. Done and done. Okay, since we're heading on back, let's gather all of our gear, and we'll return. Actually, this isn't Gaston. This is Hubert. Hubie, baby! Yeah, he's our guest for our Drost residence. And over here, that's Ms. or Miss Inky to you. This is Nebulous. Mini Gast. Little Gastling. All right, let's gather our supplies here. Some of these I can leave in place. Let's enjoy some delicious steak first. But you know what we should do though? Let's do this. A lot of these materials are specific for this build. Some of these things need to come with us though. So we will do that. And these other things we can just stick in a chest and then we can grab the shulkers. We're gonna need, let me see, that's one chest worth. That's roughly another. We'll make 2 chests, I'm thinking. Let's do that. Let's get some oud, as Mrs. Thunderhand would say. And we'll use birch for that. Like that. You know what? Let's just make a whole bunch of these because we use, oh, so many chests, people. Indeed we do. And we shall put maybe 1 chest right there. And let's put another one right there for right now. And let me see. I'm going to keep those in my inventory. Now, is there a key command that just empties the entire chest out into your inventory? I forget. If Nebs were here, she would tell me that. This, like this, like this. I think we're good there. There's 1 shulker all freed up and ready to go. Yeah, that's not cool, Thunder. Just do the just do the thing. Just please. Okay, here we go. Let's get some of that out and some of that out. And a little bit of this and some of this, and okay. I saw a video short, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, that says that in the stone cutter, you can turn stone into cobble. And the answer to that is no, you can't. It must be a mod. Darn you, AI. This, we should just eat that. I've taken it upon me now too. Usually I'll just incinerate the zombie flesh, but now I just eat it. I did say I was going to eat that, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, we're good there. Almost. So we have all of this stuff, and then we also have all of the stuff that is in the workshop under the bridge. Okay, and these items we can leave here. That's fine. We have plenty of extras of all of that. I think we're in business. We have this extra obsidian, but like the chests, I want that in my inventory. Right, so buffoons, by the way, this is the way this works. Like that. So then when you come in for a landing, you just hunker on down to the pad there, and you tuck his little head right under that trap door, and then you need to close that behind. And that should sequester him into this spot. The end rods on either side will keep him from slipping out side to side. The gate keeps him from backing out, and this keeps him from going up, and the posts keep him from going forward, and it just locks them all into place there. Yeah, so this is what we've done so far. In the shopping district area, we have paths, we have shops, we have bridges all in place. We have the tunneling under the mountain over to Drost Center, Drost proper. There's Flying Villager. Welcome on in. You can see the auto shout out up there for the spicy one himself. Got to keep the 5 heads in check. That'll dawn on me in a moment. FV. But yeah, Drost is looking unbelievable. The shopping district is coming along really, really cool. And you know what? This just represents Dora, Lux, Corny, Sage, and myself. The other buffoons haven't even started yet. When the other buffoons get over here, this is going to go absolutely bananas. Of course, here we are back over in Drost proper. I plan on a honeycomb shop. Oh, you know, Flying Villager, if you could momentarily direct your attention to the screen. I remember during one of our meetings, we were talking about, you had the idea to build like a museum kind of hall, a monument here in the shopping district, you know, and we were considering expansion and the difficulties in expanding. May I, sir, invite you to direct your attention right over to here. There's the East Island and the equally Drost accessible and adjacent North Island, of which nothing is being done whatsoever. There's the Halloween build that is in the bay, but this entire North Island could be a historic district, and the entire thing could just be dedicated to that. to that whole monument. And then expansion-wise, just the whole island, dude. The whole island. That way you wouldn't be competing for space or anything. We could all just get in here and just like you said, you know, as we put in our different scenes that we like over there, we have plenty of room to expand. Historic district. What do you think? It's just a suggestion, but I think something that monumental really deserves its own dedicated area. And then the thing is, you know, can we establish that before the end of the season? Because there's so many things going on. Man, Dross looks so cool. Especially with the renderings distance on, and you can see everything. The trade hall, Skipton over there, the 2025 Christmas Island over there with the somebody's got off a wheat farm there. Dodge those lasers! Well, come on in, Sage. I've been considering that because of how small the shopping area has become already. Yeah, you know, the island looks really big until you start building on it, and then you realize, oh, wow. And, you know, the size we want that thing to be, that museum to be, it really needs its own spot. Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, it would free you up, you know, to do whatever size you want. Do I have any more leads? I should have brought a lead with me, and I did not. But I always carry an extra. Ha! Please. With the... and the... Well, it's no rush. It was just, I was thinking, you know, limiting ourselves is not a Buffooncraft kind of thing. Right? But something that monumental, like I've been saying, you know, really needs its own place. There's Sage. By the way, viewers, you should be able to see the auto shout out up there for the real foolish one himself. I can tell Dora's really got her nose to the grindstone. She probably hasn't even noticed any of us are on. Just doing her digging. That's too bad. I really wanted to catch Skip on here during the stream. Once I finish the outside of my library, I'll start on a layout for the museum. By the way, viewers, if you haven't seen the library of which Villager is speaking, so far, I think it's my favorite build of his so far. And I know he's been frustrating himself with it, but I like it. I like the shapes he's gone with for it. And he's niggling a lot with the shapes and stuff, but I really like it. Meanwhile, Sage has continued to remove vast chunks of this entire world to build his base. But, you know, you would expect no less. Just got to finish the back wall, yeah. Okay, Gaston! Working on the diagonal section right now. Yeah, you put in the dam wall. That's the dam wall, not... Okay, so this is what I want to begin working on. We have... The giant is pretty much all set. we need to make some sort of feature in the ocean floor that makes it look like he's crawling up out of a hole. That's what we're going to work on next. And when then that's complete, then we need to put in the eyes last, because when we put in the eyes, we won't be able to do anything else after that. So that has to be the last feature installed. So I figure we'll spend today's stream gathering up resources for that. Have you considered a hole? Oh, there's Dora. Hi, hi. I'll see Dora's auto shout out up there. I think we shocked her out of her obsessive compulsion disorder. Her ODD, her obsessive digging disorder. Have you considered a hole? So let's do this. We need to gather resources. First, let's take a trip over there and let's see what we have. I know right away I'm going to need black concrete. So it may involve some off-camera time over at Shut Mountain's little concrete maker. Let's do this. Basic kit, basic kit. Basic kit, Zainali. Oh. Zainal. Okay, I usually like to keep some chests in there and some obsidian just in case I find myself on the roof of the nether somewhere. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Not often, though. Plus, we can free up this shulker right here, too. But we may want to bring this stuff on over with us. I don't know. Let's get over there. Let's just put it in the inventory right now. And then we'll take a spin over. Also, these items, I think I'm going to box these up for now. Usually I keep them ready in my ender chest in their own dedicated slots, but let me see. That should go in tools. That should go in weapons. I guess this should kind of go in weapons too. The deadliest slime ball on the server. That thing is so cool. Our devs take good care of us, people. They really do. We do that, and we do that. And I really consider the spyglass. Usually it's a basic toolkit, but I don't know. It should go in my basic kit, but I'm thinking tools 1 is where I put all my odd tools. There we go. Got to stay on brand here. And let's see this. I usually just keep beds in their own, or I usually keep an extra one in the basic kit, the basic kit. There we go. This is like my early game kit. This is like everything that I usually use early game. Right here. Hence the name, right? So this is usually like the first shulker I get, and the first shulker I use is right there. Now let me see. These are my adventuring kits. I think you can see that one specifically for raiding the trial chambers. These two are just adventuring kits, just in case we go on an event or something. We're all set there. Okay, let's head on over and let's see what we have to do here. Let's check our status. That's up. Yeah, this is down. Okay. Oh, Nemo. You know, there's a variety of zombified nautilus, the coral variety, and since Nova and I are both in a warm ocean, we should be able to get ourselves one of those somewhat soon. So I'm going to be on the lookout for one. All right, here we go. Okay, okay, wait. I realize that we need a lead for you. Let's see, I usually... Do I have one in any of my chests? No, I don't. Let's see. Yeah, we have one in the basic kit, right? And I usually just keep one right in my inventory. So let's get two like that, because I always keep an extra one like right there. No. Doing this on Nautilus back is sometimes a bit challenging. Can you see how that... Okay. All right. There's an order of operations here, the math teacher says. That goes there. Oh, is my inventory full? How come I can't pick up this block? Okay, there. Good heavens! I have played this game before, believe it or not. Oh, Gastonio. Oh, also, we're not exactly on brand here because we're not carrying our ender pearls on us. Fake news. Fake news. Yeah, you know that's AI generated. Let me see. What am I looking for here? Ender pearls. Ender pearls. There we go. We can go survey the situation. Just like Nova not knowing the game repo was about repossessing stuff. I mean, the acronym, it's not really an acronym, although it's kind of spelled out that way in the game. But the term repo being short for repossession, that's probably just an American English thing. You know, so I'm not going to hold him entirely accountable for that. But, I mean, I can kind of understand that a little bit, but I don't know. I'm thinking that should be a little bit obvious. A little bit. Come here, buddy. I will hold... Hello, accountability. I have accountability for you on line 1. We so desperately need the mod that calls the ghasts. We really need that. I mean, look at this nonsense. Oh my god. Okay, let's do the sleeping thing. Whether they did it or not. Now, please, I'm just saying. Just close enough. Look at him. He's just mocking me there. Look at him. Okay, finally. Now, there. Gastonio, please. If you're wondering why I'm trying to recruit OPG to decorate the Drost Shopping District Tower, that's why. The guy is just amazing. I mean, he's so good at the decorative, colorful building. It's like, you know, I'll sketch out the shape of it and the function and the layout, but please, you know, OPG, could you just, like, work your magic over there, please? Make it look nice. Okay, speaking of things that are designed to definitely not look nice, say hello to my not-so-little friend. The only reason why I haven't slapped it in already is because the only ones I've found are useless or teleport mobs with them. Oh, really? Okay. You know, I was talking to Nebula about this build, and her and I agree that this came out a little bit scarier looking than I wanted it to look. I mean, I wanted it to look frightening, but almost like in a cartoony way, sort of. And instead, it looks absolutely terrifying. Okay, thank you, sir. See, our devs take care of us, people. They do. We've got the best devs. I don't do as good a Trump as Flying Villager does, but you guys get the point. Um, yeah, this came out like so much scarier than I intended it to be. I also wanted the transition around the mouth area, and it wound up looking like a 5 o'clock shadow. Oh well. Okay, sir. I think that's AI generated down there. Okay, but yeah, so we have a couple of things we have to do, and not being able to see through the water is going to be a little bit weird. But we really don't need to do too much here. Black palette, definitely black concrete. I'm already doing unpaid labor. Yeah. Flying, come do some unpaid labor for me. I'm already doing. Okay. Yeah. So what to do about this? All right. So I did want to avoid having to build the body down on through. I'm really not interested in that. So I wanted to make what looks like a hole, and he's climbing up out of the hole. In order to do that, though, should I make it look like a man-made structure? So, you know, brick and mortar kind of thing, you know, geometric circular shape, and like that's the hole in which we keep this guy. Maybe some, you know, we'll make some chains out of blocks, right? Because they have to be big enough to contain this guy, and some shackles, maybe. There's that kind of thing. Or we could go for more like a natural looking hole, right? Like some sort of volcanic vent or something like that, or some underwater cave out through which he's climbing. We could do that kind of thing. But the lore behind this is that we've slain all of the Fomorian giant brethren, and we're keeping this one here as our guardian. So yeah, we've made a watchdog out of one of them. And my original plan was to ring the island with these, because right now it kind of looks like I have something against OPG up there, because this is the only direction in which I'm guarding against. Right? So I was going to put a ring of 12 of these around the island, but then I cut it down to 4, one in each cardinal direction. And now I'm thinking, no, I should just do one and then just work on the island itself. So who knows, if there's time left in the season and I make enough progress on the island itself, I might put in at least 3 more. But for right now, we're just going to stick with the one. And so we have to think of something to do with the landscaping here. The problem is the body just terminates right there at the ground. So if I just do black concrete around there, it's going to look kind of weird. So I don't really know what to do there. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, because I don't want to have to build the body down. You know, I wouldn't have to build the whole body all the way down to the legs. I'd probably just have to build a little bit more of the torso down, about maybe, I would say less than 20 blocks down below this kind of surface. But I'm trying to decide whether to go with a, you know, a man-made structure, a thunder-made structure, or if I should go for a natural kind of structure. Either way, um, we're going to have to get rid of this seaweed, and we're going to have to start gathering some blocks. And I'm very certain we're going to use a lot of black concrete. One way or another, black concrete is going to be on there. So, black concrete powder, that means dye. Dye is not a problem because we have a very cool squid farm. Sand is also not a problem. Gravel, though, we're going to have to go gather some of that. So I think we should do that. Meanwhile, viewers, you can either type into the chat now during the stream, or you can log on to the Thunderhand64 Discord. There's the invite up above. You know, if you're not already a member, please consider joining. And under the Buffooncraft channel, in that Discord, you can type whether you think I should go with a man-made structure or a natural-looking structure. Natural-looking structure, either way, I'm thinking also magma blocks and soul sand or soil so I can get the bubbling effect so we can add a little bit of animation. I think that would look cool. Yeah, I think that would also be a cool thing. So let's do that. Let's start gathering up some of those resources. I tell you, I cannot wait to put in these eyes. That is the last thing we're going to do, and that is going to be simultaneously the most difficult, the most dangerous, and the funniest thing I've probably done on the server in quite some time. So I'm really looking forward to that stream. That's going to be fun. In a very masochistic kind of way. Okay, let's pin up Gastonio here, and let's get to work. Are you putting googly eyes on him? Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Is the sun about to go down? Yeah, it is, but I think we can get to shore before that happens. And we also have our waterlogged bed here, too. Let's see what we already have in place. We have tuff, we have blackstone. Blackstone is good. Plenty of glass, smooth basalt. Oh, yeah, that has to go back in the chest. Okay, so we already have a lot of black concrete power. See, this is why we need to check the site before we go getting things. 8 days left, yes! 8 days left until Buffoon Skies. I remember oh so long ago when Nebula first showed me, hey, you know, you can sleep underwater. And I'm like, what? Let's see how much black concrete and concrete powder we have. Not a lot, but quite a bit. Certainly not enough for the build, though. How about black concrete? This. I'll tell you what. This is why we have this. So we can do this. We also need the black dye. Okay, I think we're good there. Couple deep slates. Okay, I think we're in good shape. So let's get the fixins. In fact, let's leave the black concrete we have here. Let's do that. We'll save this shulker for the created black concrete. And I think one shulker of black concrete should be enough. How am I doing for sand? We might even have the sand already back at our base. And then it's just a matter of getting the gravel. Keeping my eye out for that warm ocean variety of a zombified nautilus. Dude, please. Prince Dakar. It's my regular nautilus. I got myself a zombie. Oh, awesome. Oh, I so want to see that. Let's do this. Let's see what kind of fixins we have here. Let's get a shulker for the sand. Out and ready to go. I can tell I'm about to destroy another mouse wheel. The mouse wheel for this mouse is about to die. Because of this. I can tell. It's getting weak. But the Outley mouses that I've broken, I think I was looking at those again the other day because I saved the pieces to those. And I'm thinking I can rebuild those. I'm suddenly worried about seeing a McDonald's M in the library. Oh, yeah, because of the shape that you chose. Oh, villager. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. We need sand and gravel. Well, that's easy. I know. In fact, I know a guy. Now, gravel is going to be a bit of a challenge. We're going to have to travel for the gravel. But the sand is right over there. Let's take a shortcut, shall we? And there's the one and only the mighty Lone Star himself. Lone! You can see Lone's auto shout out up there. Lone Star's company has been kind of scarce lately. What you been up to, buddy? Where have you been? I have 1,000,000 gravel. Oh, okay. I've seen more of Nova than you lately. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now that's a call out if I've ever heard one. Been working, yeah. Lone Star's a hard working man. By the way, I love this place. And if you've noticed, I have zero humility in my admiration for my own build. Because I just like how it came out so well. No humility. At all. Let's see. We need to AFK for the dye. But the sand should be up here on the ridge. Saving myself up for skies. 2-for-1 special on these strays. Dora, if you don't mind, I'd like to come over and relieve you of some of that gravel. Let's see if I have any sand left over. Because, as you can imagine, looking out over the bowl here, we've excavated a lot of sand. And seeing as how we use the sand a lot, yeah, I did save it all. But we've been raiding these sand chests a lot lately. But I think I have at least one shulker worth of sand still sequestered over here. Yeah, we should, right? Easily. Okay, so if we're going to make... one shulker of concrete powder, I think it's 2 sand and 2 concrete. So we need 2 shulkers of sand and 2 sand and 2 gravel. We're going to need 2 shulkers of sand and then 2 shulkers of gravel. And then 1 shulker of dye. By the way, buffoons, sand, just sand. We're good. Okay, we're going to have to AFK for the black dye, so... that's not going to be a problem at all. Provided the spawn area is still in good shape and not spawning dolphins and stuff. That's something else we have to do this season, by the way. We have to go over to the spawn area and we have to clear it with the devs, but we have to fill it in with land. Those 2 spawn chunks. So we do not spawn dolphins or squid there because that completely obliterates the output of our farm here. So, which Nova helped me troubleshoot. Which was a surprising outcome, by the way. Let's see. Sand. So we're going to need some gravel now, right? So Dora, I'm on my way. Oh, okay. That is fine with me. Down the stairs to storage, and it's on the right. Thank you. Maybe we'll get to see your zombified camel while we're over there. So cool. So very cool. I forgot my orientation. He's in the barn. Okay. We know where Dora is. Deep in the earth and the mines of Doria. Alright, golden arches. Aren't nearly as bad as I fear. Okay. Let's see. We're going to Dora's, right? So that means down this way first. Desperately trying to clear a 10-block path so machines can come in and do the rest. Well, you've lucked out, Dora, because there are a number of us here on the server who can build those flying machines. So there's Nova and Villager, of course. I myself am okay with those. I haven't built a lot of them, but I know how they work. Sage might be able to pull that off too. Of course, Corny can, right? So Why am I doing this? I can boat it over there. Shut Mountain knows how to make those too. I'm great at breaking them. Yeah, you and Chunks. Corny was helping me earlier, but the machine blew up and he got mad. Okay. Those gingers, you know what I mean? Living up to that stereotype of hot-headed ginger. Ah, Dora's base. You know, every time I look at this, I think of Tobermory on the Isle of Mull in Scotland. It looks very similar to this. This part isn't there, but if you, it makes a, it's got a very small harbor. You can look right down the harbor, right across the side like this. And right in the middle of the harbor right here is the big clock, right? With all the fishing boats all up against here. It's just so cool. So cool. There's her doggos right there. Let me see. She says the Baron. I think this is the Baron. I see a regular camel. Ow. Dora. He should be in a stall. Okay, we probably just can't see him, right? Because he's sequestered away in there. Ooh, one of the Shetland cows. Oh, so cool. Yeah, okay, there he is right over there. But I've forgotten the cows have different varieties now. I can't tell you how many times when we were in the Highlands that we had to stop and wait because one of these dudes was sleeping in the road and he was as big as our entire vehicle. And it's like, and it's a one-lane road and he takes up the entire road. And you're like, okay, it's going to be a bit of a delay. Oh, cool. Oh, so cool. Look at this dude. I'm envious. I really am. Look at this guy. So were you set upon by this thing with a couple of husks aboard? And you managed to slay them and preserve him. Hello, my undead friend. Yeah, I had to get rid of his... And we prefer to put quotes around the word owners. Very cool. There's the regular variety and his undead version. The regular camel's like, what the... Okay, let me see. Storage, is that in this structure here? I think it is, right? And we need to go down with... How do I go down in Dora's base here? I've forgotten. Is it through here? Did you just pull a thunder hand and just do a... Oh, okay. I see. Oh, villager, don't start ranting now. Resist the urge to rant. We all know he can't. Hey, you know what? We are past time to take a break to run ads. So we should go do that, and we will be right back. Let's do that. 3-minute ad break, and then we shall return. I'm going to chill in Dora's storage area here. Hey there, welcome back. Let's continue to raid Dora's storage. Let me see. In the chat, she said what? Downstairs to the storage, and it's on the right. Thanks. Where's the stairs? Downstairs to the storage, she said it's on the right. Ha! Now, Dora, I do require 2 shulkers of this stuff. I mean, you don't mind if I... Because it looks like you have 1 chest here. You could take it all! Yeah, you're probably desperately trying to get rid of it, right? So Dora has been doing an insane amount of excavating. So when it comes to detritus materials, it is a toss-up between her and Sage. When you need stone varieties, gravel, stuff like that, yeah. Those are the 2. Those are the 2 folks you want to see. Now, I am going to take it upon myself, and thank you so much, Dora, just to top this off over at Sage's place. There's Beauregard's. There may be some dirt and sand there, too. I'm all set with dirt and sand. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, though. You all can see the auto shout out there for Beauregard's. Look how she put the lily pads here. That's so cool. How you doing there, Bo? There's the modded Minecraft man himself. And as I said earlier, since Sage's place is along the way, and we do have the open invitation, let's just go top off our gravel there, because the man also has accumulated quite a bit of the gravelly blocks himself. Let's do a little bit of moderation here. Bye-bye. Doing good, just relocating a hill in my way. Okay, in Minecraft. I like Burf better. But, yeah, I assume you're talking Minecraft. And as far as removing hills and mountains, yeah, Nebula is the one-woman eco-disaster. All right, so where beeth the real foolish one himself? He's around here. I know he is. Look at the damn wall he's built. And that is the ongoing joke. No N in damn. You and your damn wall. Yes, would use TNT. If not, for sure. Oh, yeah, and the diagonal part. This is, oh, yeah, look at that. And if I'm not mistaken, I just saw his little golden cap up there somewhere. I thought he was right up there. I saw. There he is. Look at the man go. I don't think it's supposed to reach 128 blocks. He could be out of range from it. Yep. The thing is, you could lay out the curve of that. And we were talking about that. But you would have to do it yourself because trying to coordinate 2 or more people to follow the same block layout would be hard to do. So he just decided to go more linear. Oops, I broke his base. Okay, I'm going to head down and fetch some gravel. I don't want to bother him. He's hard at work there. Buffoons in their storage. Now, I forget where he said his gravel was. I think it would be along here. So, yeah, right there. Yeah, we just need to top off these slots. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. And we'll give him back the balance. Okay, we should be all set. Generating a massive sphere and using a portion of that to create the curve would get you close enough. And multiple people could build it as long as the numbers match. Well, that's what we're talking about. Trying to keep the numbers matching. Because, you know, if one person's like 1 or 2 blocks off, then it throws off the other person, and then that other, it compounds very, very quickly. That's hands-on experience. Hand-on experience. And it's so easy to happen, you know. You know, if you're using light Matica, it's not that bad. You both have the same light Matica print. You know, if only I had rockets on me right now. I'm so tempted to just blow him right off the ledge there. If the hologram is set to the same number, it works. It's how me and Nova did the end planets. Yeah. So he's talking about, I assume, the mini HUD overlay. And your settings have to be precise. Yeah, they have to exactly match. Two people would probably not be that bad, and it's very dependent on who those 2 people are. But like trying to do more than 2 people though, that would be tough. Okay, so what should I do next? I have the sand, I have the gravel. I do need the squid ink, but that requires me AFKing up there. And let me see, I still have quite a bit of time left in the stream. So you know what we could do? We could go, since we're already in the nether, we could go collect some... We need soul sand and or soil. And we need the magma blocks. We do need those two things. And you know what else underwater would kind of look like lava? Would be the shroom lights. So that might be something to consider too. Of course, if they were underwater, they wouldn't be glowing orange, right? Because the water would harden the crust over them. But there would be cracks, but then I guess you could see the magma blocks would look like that, so. Let's see. Let's head back and let's see what we have for magma blocks back at the base. And I'll restart the list, the playlist. If you, Nebs, and Lone, and Nova, y'all have enough attention to detail. Yeah, you know, it's really like an attention to detail is what it is. You know, each block has to be placed just right. So just saying, you know, that's close enough and everything, that's what throws everybody else off, right? You got to be very disciplined and focused, right, where you're placing those. Some of us are like that to a fault, right? But yeah, you're right. Build guide works great for that. We had 20 people working on Nether Tunnel, not small one. Yeah, 20 people? I wouldn't think so. Got it done in 3 days out of 50K world border in each. Wow. Do you have any video or screenshots of that, Bo? Because I'd really like to see that. We are looking for... Okay, we have sand, black concrete, sand, gravel, gravel. Okay, so we're doing good. Let's get in here. Let's get... I'm thinking about maybe one shulker of the magma blocks. Let's separate them from this just for clarity's sake. So we should have a number of these laying about. Nova can tell you how aggravating I am to build with. Villager? He has. I can get pics of finished tunnel. It was a lot of chaotic horsing around and not everyone had magnets, so was laggy. Oh, understood. Yeah, I'd really like to see that. Even screenshots of the finished tunnel would be epic. Coordinating 20 people. Wow. That would be so cool. All right, so I think we go to the nether and we grab a shulker full of this. That's what I think. And you know what? Let's be somewhat buffoonish about this. And keep ourselves safely in the chest. In the ender chest. We'll keep that there for right now. And off we go to the nether! go. And let me see. I can just go down into my own part of the nether down here. I think there's still plenty of magma blocks down here. Maybe not on that level. But see, we're right here, right on the edge of this. Being surrounded by ocean means that in the nether we are surrounded by lava lakes. So that's kind of helpful when it comes to fetching these magma blocks. Yeah, like, for example, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, like, just right there. Right there, right there, see? We can go skim these layers off. Let me see, 32, 31, minus 1, 30, not 32, 33. 29 would be a layer down below. Here we go. Now we got to be careful for the lava layer here. We don't just open up the entire lake of lava on ourselves. All right, then we can go. You know, when I'm this close to the lava, I like to fill this stuff back in a little bit. I'm not crazy about it, but I like to, just with the netherrack, just for safety's sake, for when we are in here the next time about. Next time around, I should say. There we go. Just, you know. Go. Let's go get some of this. Last thing I want to do is burn my little toes here. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, where's the next pocket? Like right over here. How are we doing? We got quite a bit. Yeah, we're going to gather this in no time at all. Let's take a look at this. Saying that, does it make it a bad time to mention he wants to do a large-scale end project together? I tell you, the end project that you guys pulled off in Season 4 is still, I think, the most spectacular Buffoon build ever. That put Buffooncraft right on the same level as any of the best builders out there, best content creators. The Hermits, anybody else. That is that level of building. It's just absolutely nuts. My favorite account of that build is just me logging in the first time when you guys had installed the planets. And I come through the portal and I look around. Oh, that's... And then I look up and I'm like, are those planets? I remember. Yeah, in fact, I might even have that on my stream VOD. Me saying that. those planets? It just... You know, on the Buffooncraft public server, I think we should have an archive. If we don't already, we probably already do, and I'm just being thick about it. But of just like, we do have world downloads, but I think we should have like in the builds channel or a dedicated channel for like Buffooncraft historic builds, like that one. That should be in there, and just have like a video camera shot going around the build. Dude, just get in the lava. It's right behind you. Yeah, like your buddies here. See, they know what they're doing. This is a little close to the danger zone. Oh, we're almost finished here. We need to find a bunch of clips like that and mix them into a grid. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Either a montage of all of them or just a collection of clips of each one of them. Because some of the builds are just like outrageous. Some of them are really like historic. That's one of them. As far as our individual builds, you know, we have those in our channels, right? So yeah, that's what I meant about it. I'm getting a little close to the hot stuff. Now, I'm just assuming initially that a shulker full of this stuff is going to be enough. I do not have this build planned out at all, so I'm not really sure. I do not have block counts, so... Fuck! Alright, there should be safer places to dig. Let us have a look about. This isn't so bad, right? Famous last words. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. And there goes all my work. Again, you know, undoing my own work here. Okay, and that's not helping. Let's get out of here. Where are you, Marshmallow Man? I just heard you. Now watch me set the shulker down, and then a fireball comes over here and wipes out my my shulker, undoing all of my work. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you just float away. Oh good, he despawned. Out of stark raving fear. That's what I'm always telling Dora. When buffoons go into the nether, It's the mobs that fear. And what do they fear the most? Us building a farm. That's what they fear the most. Yeah, we have all this in the ceiling. Although I'm a little reluctant because when you're digging into this, you're going to have lava come down on you. We have some of this on the floor right here we can pull up, though. This is good. I mean, I don't mind grabbing it from the ceiling there. I'll certainly do that, but if I don't have to, then I won't. I think this is going to do it for us right here. How am I doing for time, by the way? Wow, I still have a whole 20 minutes left of the stream. That's a lot of time. Oh yeah, this is a jackpot, by the way. So much magma blocks. So many magma blocks. Yikes. Okay, there we go. How do I get out of here, by the way? I've forgotten already. Is it over here? I think it's over here, right? Yeah. Wow, that was hard to see. Okay, we've only got a little bit more to go here. Done and done. That's right, get in my inventory. Mrs. Thunderhand and I were mapping out Kachi's course plan for the next few years. He's a freshman right now, so he's year 1 of high school. So year 4, his senior year. Oh my God, that poor kid. He has 5 AP courses. 2 of which are AP Calculus and AP Physics. So I think I'm going to have to start dusting off the math chops and get ready to help him with that, because that poor kid. Let me see, I think I'm back this way. Yeah, I am. Let's see. Let's make certain that we have enough here. I think we're all set. Yeah, we're good. And we'll keep the extra magma blocks, but we don't need this stuff. Inventory management. Bye-bye. Okay, we're cool there. And what else were we thinking? We were thinking soul sand, soul soil. That's all over in that area. I'm trying to remember if I have any sort of physical bridge for getting over there. I may have made something over in this direction. But before we go too far, let us protect the resources we have gathered. And there we go. Done and done. Ender pearls are at the ready. Now, again, I thought I made some sort of bridge across here. But I'm going to go ahead and say, no, I did not. And I just chucked all of that netherrack that I could have used to build a bridge. Of course, if I had a saddle, I could ride one of those dudes over there too. Let's take a look here. Ooh, you're in a scary place. Remember, Dora, it's all of them that should be scared right now. There's a buffoon in the nether. Oh, no. You can see him over there. Please don't build a farm. Please. So I'm thinking maybe a little diagonal bridge, like right over there. That would be a good thing to do, right? Now, I should build this one block above the lava so the cinders don't burn you. Because that's one thing about the lava is that, see those little cinders jumping up like that? Those can burn you. This feels kind of like end busting right now. Yeah, see, we're almost there. It's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And let's just make a little, like, landing area right here. There, that's good. Okay, and we'll start by shoveling out quite a bit of this. Now, if I have to choose, I'll choose soul sand because it's the more useful of the two. Because both let you travel on top of them with great speed. Both, but I think it's only the soul soil that bubbles. I mean, the soul sand that bubbles. I don't think that's a soil... you know what I'm trying to say. The soul sand is the only one that does the bubbly bits. The soil does not. The soil allows you to travel over it with the speed effect, with the soul speed 3. But I don't think it makes the bubbles in the water. I think only the soul sand does that. So again, if I have to choose between the two of them, Let's see how much of this we can get in. Like that. We might be able to get this layer down here. Maybe not. Yeah, so soul sand can suspend itself like that, so you gotta be careful. Let's get up there and let's get that level. Oh, don't you even think about it. Knocking me into the lava? Yeah, I don't think so. You can just go away. Just go away. Go away. There you go. And the other ridiculous mob down here for that kind of thing is a Skelly Archer when he hits you with a bow and knocks you into the drink. That's also not fun. Okay, that's looking good. Oh, that was a little risky. Okay. Did I not give myself a way out? Yeah, just go away. Okay, let's clear this stuff out here so we can grab some of this. Yeah, see, one of the cinders just caught me alight there. But we've got some pretty good armor. We're doing well. All we have to do is get a little nourishing steak. Let's see here. Let's do this, do this. And let me see, how am I doing now? 52 I have. About 7 more minutes left of the stream. Which is good, you know, we just need to clear this up. Yeah, this is all soul sand. Am I going to have to mess those up for the entire rest of the stream? Please, brain, please. Synapses, do your thing. Now, come on. I don't ask a lot of you. Yeah, this is gonna do it. Okay. You know, I'm surprised we haven't been bothered by the marshmallow men yet. It's not a complaint, mind you. I'm just saying. Now what did I do with... I need myself a shulker for the soul sand. Like this. And there we go. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. I hear some bones a rattling nearby. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that stuff. Let's do this. You know, this might be shop-worthy stuff. I mean, it's not particularly hard to get. It's just a nuisance. I'm thinking buffoons would just want to buy this stuff at a shop. Right, Dora? Dora's thinking, anytime I don't have to go into the nether, that's a good time. I'm saying the nether products like soul sand, soul soil and stuff would make a good shop. Right. And I'm thinking, you know, some buffoons would much rather just buy this stuff at a shop than come in here and come and get it. So that might be a good shop. Viewers, you just wait. By next season, Dora's gonna be stepping into the nether and cracking her knuckles, and all of these mobs are just gonna run in terror. Yeah, like look at this guy. He thinks he's all of that. Look at that. He's done. He never stood a chance. Of course, early game, that's a whole other matter, right? Skeletons early game are bad news. Oh my god. I can hear another one around here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, I see you. We could just go skim off this layer. But, you know, when you're skimming off layers like this, you got to be really careful because you can open up a hole and just fall right through it. Plummet right through to your death. Because remember, the soul sand can suspend. It can be a suspended block. So... Ooh, look at him over there in this fancy leather outfit. Yeah, you too. I see you over there. Yeah, I knew this place looked familiar. That's up to the bastion, which I've completely obliterated. hard to see down here. You know what? There. Okay, that's a little better. I think we should be in good shape. Yeah, these are still old chunks, so they don't have any of the gaslings, any of the dried gas at them, so you have to go out quite a ways. Okay, let's do that. And also, let's clear the inventory a little bit. Let's do the purge. That. We don't need that. We certainly don't need that, and we don't need that. And let me see. Bye-bye. Okay, we're good. We got to keep an eye on our boots, because treading upon the soul sand wears down the footwear big time. Just saying hi in case you end stream before I come back. Stream shall end pretty soon, Jeppo. We have. Oh wow, we are at stream end. Actually, we're 1 minute over. That's what I figured. But anyways, welcome on in for the very end. You all can see the auto shout out there for the mighty Jeppo-tastic herself. Oh dear. Yeah, see, it is them who should be afraid. They? Them? I don't know, I'm math, so. I think we're good enough here. In fact, I'm going to be so bold as to log off in the nether. Anywho, have a good time. Mighty, that might be a first. We've seen you play Minecraft, Jeppo. We know. We know. Yeah, I can fill in the rest of these off camera. I also need to do some AFKing. Thunderhand in the nether with a very curiously placed arrow. Anyways, let's go see the doctor about that arrow. Anyways, switch the scene over here like this. There we are. He's crazy. Yeah. Just a laugh a minute. Okay, let's see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. Let's do this. Our fellow buffoons here first. Oh, okay, so Skip just changed his game. Okay, Eve is on right now. So is Incheska. You know, I haven't rated Eve in absolute ages. So we shall do that. Let's do that. Okay, so let us set up our raid. And there you have the raid message up there in the chat. You can copy and paste that in the chat if you'd like to join us along on this raid. /raid. Call me Eve Gaming. Thank you for the stream. Anytime, Bo. Thank you so much for dropping in. Now we have the raid counting down for Call Me Eve Gaming, fellow Buffoon, family-friendly viewers. Eve's stream is very, very, very much intended for mature audiences, but she is super cool. There's a lot of buffoons in there. In a lot of our communities. So chances are there's somebody in there that you know. Just remember that we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that will be Kachi time if Kachi feels up to streaming. He's been very, very busy lately, so we'll have to see. The stream after that will be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Generations, and there should be the Baby Zombie Rush beta creative minigame making stream. So that's always super cool. Lots of redstone, things like that. So everyone, thank you so much for dropping by. It's so cool to see everybody. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We're raiding out to Eve right now. Bye for now, everyone.